I had a dream last night where I was standing in the middle of an open field, right? And I looked up into the sky and saw a phalanx of jet black horses come riding towards me, and they were all upside down. And I turned to the east. There was no sun, but I could tell in the logic of the dream what the directions were. I bent my gaze east, and thereupon saw an infinitely high cloud of dust, lightning crowned and befouled, bearing down on all of us. And before I could cry out, as my heart's wish was to do, my gaze was again pulled directly skyward, where the clouds parted, and I saw an infinite field of azure blue. A falling star exploded in the air, and behind it was a Vanta black circular void in the sky, and all hope left me. And then I woke up, and I realized that in the night, having checked the internet, I saw that they announced a new Sonic game, and suddenly it all made sense. And my wish has both been granted and denied me, as is so often the case. The monkey's paw curled again, and I have the strangest feeling that it left a middle finger up. Or maybe the middle finger is what curled. How would it work? Which one is it where the wishes, are the wishes, do they curl up? Do they extend? Do the fingers extend when you make a wish, or do they curl in? I don't know. I forget how the story works. But in any case, you get the idea. The monkey's paw, and it gives me the bird. And there's many animals involved in this metaphor. But, you know, that is the nature of dreams. Things mean other things. And speaking of returning to monkey, Ohio gozaimasu. It is early AM Guerilla live streaming hours. I'm here to say, I just like, this is what it's like to be up during the day. Oh, that rhymed. Oh God, I'm so tired. I'm rhyming inadvertently. I'm a Tucker to Tate. Here, I shouldn't have that. I should have like the pajama mode. I shouldn't have my gamer outfit on. I'm not ready for gaming. This is a casual enterprise. A completely casual enterprise. I just wanted to try it. I wanted to try it just to say that I did. In this manner, I can be more akin to my hero, Kuryu Koko, who was the harbinger of early AM content creation. What a giga Chad. Wait, what was I talking? Oh, right. So like this. Okay, so weird, needless metaphors aside, the Sonic superstars. Okay, this is what's weighing on my mind. This is what has roused me in a cold sweat in the dead of night. This is what has prompted my latest imbroglio opprobrium vituperation. Those three words have been hyphenated. Just nota bono, nota bene. Not the peen. that was a very long triple hyphenated mega noun. What do I think? Well, I watched the footage of that trailer, and it looks like Sonic Generations rehashed, bro. And here I was thinking that maybe Sonic Mania 2 was forthcoming, eh? I thought maybe they'd be getting us a Sonic Mania 2 type situation. The logo looked good. They had the classic Sonic on there. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be a negative Nelly, but it's got that jankety ass like snap to momentum look, you know? When he gets running, the camera kind of snaps in on him, and that's sus. That's highly suspicious to me. I don't know. They're doing this thing with the 2D graphics, and then he morphed into the 3D graphics, and I'm like, I think we've been here before. I remember Sonic Extreme. I'm old enough to remember past promises left parceled. There we go. It's not too early for me to go for the alliteration. But, well, okay, so I can say at least one thing. I don't know why. Okay, so it's got this like online multiplayer co-op. And on the one hand, the mind reels, unravels, and ricochets at the very notion of trying to handle multiplayer co-op Sonic. Okay, but maybe it like does that Toe Jam and Earl thing where you can split screen, and maybe it's like Sonic 2. I guess everyone has their own screen, but does everyone just navigate the zone on their own? Is it like how Sonic 2 would have worked in a more perfect universe if Tails didn't constantly, if he wasn't just like a bone thrown to a giddy younger sibling? Is that what I get? Like it doesn't matter. I'm sure me and Yam will be collabing this game to completion. But understand that I do not feel as though I even have a choice. It's just we are compelled. Then again, she hasn't even finished the Egg Viper. Don't think I forgot. Yams go. We gotta get her back on the Sonic Adventure train before this game comes out. I guess we have a deadline whenever Sonic Superstars. Oh, isn't it weird that they're teasing, of all things in the entire world, Fang the Weasel Sniper, the Bean, whatever the hell his name is. It seems like just yesterday that Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit was making the rounds, and it even perspicated down to my fevered brain. Wait, what is it? Perspire. That's it. That's the verb. I shouldn't be going for the vocabulary strawberries. Not in my current state of affairs, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to live. I'm trying, and it's a dream about how to live in the world after Sonic has killed you. I was talking to Sonic, and he turned into Darth Vader, and he challenged me to a duel, and I made the excuse of having to micturate, so I went to the bathroom, and I pretended to go to the bathroom. This is all an obscure reference. It's from that psychology book I've been reading. There's a part about dreams, and a guy talked about the Darth Vader. Okay, it's my go-to. Making an obscure reference that only I will understand. That's why they wouldn't let me write for Mystery Science Theater. It would have worked 20 years ago, but now they want jokes that people get now. What's the world coming to? Oh god, dude. Okay, so like Sonic Superstar, Jump Up Superstar, Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit 2 aside, I guess it's sort of ironic that Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit is actually essentially Sonic Mania 2, huh? I mean, it's fan-made, it runs on the Sonic 3 engine, it continues the story of Sonic and Knuckles. I don't know if the original Sonic and Tails 2 was meant to do that, but it also introduces Knack the Snooper. I can't imagine it's a coincidence. Are they gonna put in Bark the Polar Bear as well? Because that goober has been getting a lot of love in the last 10 years. And by a lot of love, I mean he makes a very, very brief cameo as an illusion in one boss battle in Sonic Mania, and he and the Dynamite Duck show up on wanted posters in the retro remake version of City Escape on Sonic Generations, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a very recent release. Because I'm stuck living in the past. 2010? Wow. That game came out in 2010. That game's over a decade old. Sonic Generations is over a decade old. Memento Mori, motherfucker! Point is, well, I guess the ultimate point of that is that I peaked far too early, and now I'm stuck living in the past, like a prize fighter past his prime, but a prize fighter who reached the zenith of his career in the form of not having one. Like maybe what would the metaphor be for someone who's who fondly remembers Sonic games from a decade ago, other than like a crazy person sealed up in a vault in a tower on an island which rotates. An island that rotates on an axis, and there are secret portals to a rotating maze where birds and fish morph into each other, and then you fall into some diamonds, and the diamonds don't hurt you, they go away, and inside of the diamonds is a crystal. I was talking nonsense, but speaking of, it looks like they're bringing back that original special stage from Sonic for this new they're bringing back Chaos Emeralds, which I assume means they're bringing back super forms. I guess you'll get to be Super Tails and Super Knuckles. Are they going to have to introduce Super Amy? Are you going to be allowed to play as Knack, or is Knack going to just be a boss? Knack is back, baby. Is this also technically Knack 3? Huh? Oh, you heard me get to it first. I got to it before Donkey did. You realize Donkey will do a video about this Sonic game, and he will be obliged to discuss the character known as Knack, right? Who knows what will happen? It might cause some kind of a singularity or a cascade failure or something like that. Oh, speaking of failures and cascades and syntax, bro, you know how hard it is to live when you have something stuck in your head, especially when it's like something that's kind of hard to explain. Don't worry, I got bigger. I grew. That's the goal of being on social media, is it not? The big media fixation I have, and it's not Oshinoko, it's not Lords Mobile, it's not any of these things. It's YouTube. YouTube came through in the clutch again. It got me it got me on this fucking video of the comic book guy reading out the coding notes from The Simpsons Hit and Run. Man, it's on YouTube. It's treasure. It seems particularly timely since I've been learning C#, so I at least understand what I'm looking at, like syntax wise. And I swear to God, I've watched that video like 23 times, and it is a work of emergent art. Every time I watch it, I notice something new. In the first place, it's a delight to know that in the very code that causes that game to work, there's countless lines of well, I say passive aggressive, but I should really just say active aggressive, highly aggressive, ruthlessly super aggressive, unusually aggressive messages to one another. It seems like the entire programming team hated each other, the project themselves, and bore some kind of lingering resentment against the universe that that bore them into existence at large, which is you know, fair enough. It's all just like, this sucks, this project sucks, I want it to be over, you suck. To do. Why are you wasting time on this? It seemed important to me. You unbelievably stupid motherfucker. I can't get over it. And I keep chuckling at parts that I remember, and there's no way I can. It's one of those situations where people ask you what you're chuckling about to yourself, and you can't tell them. You can't explain it. You can't ever explain what's going on in that little head of yours. It's not just esoteric, but people think you're a maniac. They won't understand. They just won't understand. But I understand you. I know your plight. If you're chuckling at the Simpsons liner code notes, then we're kindred spirits. I didn't even know. Apparently, is the Simpsons Hit and Run actually some kind of popular item these days? Is it like a cult classic? Is it the Silent Hill 2 of Simpson games? The only people I've ever seen play Simpsons Hit and Run are that one time with Gaming Grumps, the Gam Grumpin, and Oni Plays collabed on it once, and then and Rococo Prufe. Decades later, a clown brought that game to terrible life. She didn't have the grid on the floor though. But it makes me wonder how many of my favorite games through history have just been full of vitriol. I would love to see the source code of all my favorites. Boy, I wonder what the source code to Echo the Dolphin had in it. I wonder if there were just actual curses. I wonder if they actually evoked any demons in the text. What secret text would be hidden in the annals of the source code on that humble little Genesis cartridge? Just like green text. I hate children. I hate whoever buys this game. I hope you suffer. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Kenny just passing by. Oh wow, you're up. Potentially highly early. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, see you tomorrow. It's the big one. I'm gonna schedule the stream. I'm gonna give it a mystery thumbnail before I do the big reveal. It's gonna be it's the most anticipated game of the year, everybody. I do not think you will be disappointed. We did Honkai, we did Nikkei, but now it's time for the big guns. The big guns. Evoking demons. Is this IKEA again? Starboy, I would ask you to elucidate, but I'm afraid that you may be actually able to. I saw people were yelling about Persona 3 on the social media, and I wasn't sure why. I assumed it was one of those run-of-the-mill waifu wars. The loud chiptune music startled me. So it's like an HD remake of P3, and it's like, what is it? It's gonna be on Steam and Switch and everything. Well, I'm glad I can technically say my goal is to finish the original Persona 3 before the remake comes out. That way, I'll be able to hold my head up high and say I'm an OG Persona 3 fan from back in the day. And it's a full-on remake. Oh, P5 style. That sounds delicious. Are they gonna rewrite the story and stuff too? Is it gonna have new scenarios and side quests and all that? Oh my goodness. That actually, well, Persona 5 is a towering achievement of mankind. All right, I'm down for that. I'm excited. Color me delighted. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. Is it going to be on Switch? Just riddle me that. Just riddle me that one detail, Kenny, before you go. You can't leave me hanging. Probably not a new story, but like, well, yeah, I mean, not a completely new story, but like new, you know, is it going to be conveyed in a whole new way with more anime, más anime, más shoujo, más lagrimas. I did see a meme this very morning that was Breaking Bad. It was the two characters angrily high-fiving each other. And it said P3 fans when they enjoy the worst game ever made. I don't know if that's just supposed to be... I think it's ironic humor. I think... Oh, watch the trailer yourself. Oh, Steam and Xbox exclusive. How dare they? How dare they? Well, I mean, Steam's fine, I guess. As long as it's... Well, wait a minute. It's not going to be on PlayStation. Isn't it always like a PlayStation first kind of situation? What kind of topsy-turvy thing is this? What kind of skullduggery is this? Who greased whose palm? They need the Phantom Thieves to go into someone's heart and steal back their willingness to publish it on other systems. That's wild. Is everything getting announced overnight? Live Mars. That's, you know, well, I mean, I would argue that Sonic Superstars is also a quote-unquote remix. But I'm looking forward to that Persona one a lot more. I'm down for it. Hooray! What was the other? They announced some other Persona remake product. See ya, Kenny. Have a good day pursuing your day. It's that time of day. It's not bedtime. Everyone's getting up and at 'em. So strange. So strange. Everything's backwards. Everything's topsy-turvy. We all have to function under the merciless gaze of the burning orb. Latter Kenny. The latter Kenny. As opposed to the former Kenny. Which sounds more like either Kenny got promoted or evolved into his newer form, or it's like saying the late Kenny. You know? Well, I'm glad he's not the late Kenny. But he could also have been the latte Kenny. Oh man, I wish he was the latte Kenny. I need to put the pep in my step. I mean, I got tea. I had tea and cocoa and whatnot, but you know, it's just like the endocrine system is just wildly out of whack today. Let's see. And I see people are getting up to their classic. Check this. I want to show you this. Okay. Quick aesthetic check. Hold on a minute. Oop. Look at this. Look what's going on in the food server on Discord. We got men of culture up in this scene. Look at this. And look what's going on next to that watermelon. There's flakes. There's crystalline structures. There's crystalline structures astride this Walter. Speaking of Breaking Bad. Whoa. That's what we can call it. That will be our little byword to avoid inflaming an argument. We can call our special summertime treat of the sodium enhanced watermelon. We will call it the Walter White. We'll call it a Walter White because it's Walter melon, and you add salt to it, which is white, and it's Breaking Bad according to some. I would argue that it's Breaking Good, but you know, wow. And boy, oh boy, it's addictive. And some would argue that it should be illegal. Well, thank you, saddest dude, for posting your King's breakfast. From now on, we should adopt that meme, right? Like the meme of you drop this king, instead of a crown, it should be an intimidatingly vast wedge of watermelon along with choco and salt. That's the one. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Starboy, I agree wholeheartedly with your multiple woo meme reaction. That was my reaction too. Sadly, I do not possess similar fruit. I do not currently possess the hydro melon. But if I did, I would be rendering it similarly. It would be what they call the perfect breakfast. Chat could have different generations like Pokemon. Wait a minute. Yeah, and you all get retooled once in a while. You get new base stats. Maybe pre-evolved forms. Wait, what happens if I add a pre-evolved form to you? How do we experience that? How do we retcon in something like a Pichu or an Igglybuff or what have you? That's what it's called, right? Igglybuff. I get how they add new evolved forms, but how do they reconcile the facts, you know? The anime is one thing. But how the hell are they going to add Mime Jr. and then basically establish that Mr. Mime is a Sinnoh region Pokemon exclusively, but then Mr. Mime exclusively still has a number on the Kanto Pokédex? How does that work? How are they going to reconcile this? And for that matter, why the hell is Nidoran still considered two different Pokemon? All the Pokemon have gender now. I understand why Gen 1 didn't have gender, but they added it, and now the Nidorans are still considered two different dex numbers. I declare this to be shenaniganery of the highest order. Then again, there are some Pokemon species pairs which essentially function as opposite genders of each other. I mean, there's Tauros and Miltank, and I guess Mr. Mime and Jinx. I guess Jinx is sort of a she-mime of some kind. Oh, I don't like that term, actually. I don't like she-mime. How about he-mime? He-mime? Ugh. All of it sounds kind of untoward somehow. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe just default mime to female, and then we'll just call a male mime a he mime, but I don't know. Somehow it sounds phage related. It sounds like disease. You know what I mean? Like you get diagnosed with a he mime. We're gonna have to do surgery, or we're gonna have to operate right away. Sir, I can't let you leave. I can't let you drive home with that he mime. I don't like to consider the possibilities. Well, there's not really any possibilities. That's what's so annoying about it. It's like, it's just, it's like, well, maybe it's like the, you know, I started off with this phantasmagorial conversation. Maybe I'm confronting my shadow self in some way. Adding Hime to Pokemon would be a hell of an anime crossover. Adding Hime to Pokemon would be a hell of a... I'm thinking of Pokemon Otome. How about that? How about they make dating sims of everything else? Why not make a universe set in Pokemon where you encounter all the Hazubandos and waifus? Wait, and I don't mean the Pokemon themselves. I'm not talking about no Vaporeon. Get it out. I'm talking about all the strapping Pokemon professors, the gym leader of your dreams, that kind of thing. Oh, they could call it that. Pokemon gym leader of your dreams. And maybe it's about, like, you go around, instead of collecting badges, you go around romancing the 8 gym leaders in a region. And you get, like, and there's like 8 different endings. Oh, no, that's not already like a fan game someplace. I'd be surprised. You leave those Gardevoirs alone. You leave them out of this. You stay away from that Vaporeon. I swear to God, if you bring up Little Bunny, I am canceling this whole project. Didn't Dead by Daylight do something similar? I mean, I guess you could argue the entire game is about pursuing the objects of your affection, as long as it's understood that affection manifests in this context via swift and decisive murder most foul. We're talking about the same game, right? That's the one where you play as Jason Voorhees and Pyramid Head and such, right? The one where everyone runs around starting generators and whatnot. Or am I thinking of Among Us? Besides the Simpsons hit and run source code, I seem to have Among Us on my brain. Oh, my mind is so obsolete. It's hard being that way. They made a dating sim spinoff of Dead by Daylight. Is that true? I know there's a whole bunch. What was it? Oh, then, okay, was the Overwatch dating game real, or was that a fan thing? I can't tell. I can't keep up with this post-irony world that we're living in, where every single product... I still, to this day, I'm not completely sure if that KFC game console was an actual product that was commercially available, or if it was just some kind of prank. Found it. Hooked on You. Oh, man, I can't be reading alliteration before breakfast. A Dead by Daylight dating sim. Got it. Oh, nailed it. Ha! Swish, swish. It's like what Vince said on Recess. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of that because maybe I'm just up early in the AM and I'm thinking of Recess. That used to come on before school, and in fact after school. See, that's the thing with like Saturday morning cartoons. I never they played cartoons all the time every day. Where does this trope come from of the Saturday morning? I mean, I guess maybe different kids would be watching different cartoons during the week depending on their exact schedule. And I guess everyone just had an identical schedule on the first day of the weekend. But then most kids would be around on Sunday, right? I mean, like, that's a day off. Friday night, Saturday night, snick. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Anyway, the murder dating game. I mean, it's continuity. Do you just it's like a visual novel. You just romance your favorite murder character, dripping with irony, or are you dripping from iron? Ooh, oh, they should say they should have hired me to. I could have wrote their ad copy. Think of it, a vast army of podcasters reciting my silly bon mots for nickels, promoting this prodigious product to their unperspicacious proteges, their listless listeners, lusting after lusterless layman's Damn, I can't come up with an L word that's synonymous for wares. So I guess I'll just use wares. That way it's like I'm contraposing L words with a W. It's L's and many L's and one W. That's a realistic ratio in real life. And I accidentally alliterated again. What's it called when you alliterate with vowel words? I did that too. Oh my God. I can't handle this shit. I can't. Oh, this is going to frightening places. Saturday cartoons. Favorite cereal? Life was good. Yeah, because like you're consuming media in a relaxing and safe environment, blissfully unaware of the many genocides that grace the ink-stained hands of each and every adult newspaper reader. Blissfully not obliged to handle the paying of income taxes or to confront the many horrors of the waking world. But on the other hand, you probably don't own a high-power telescope either, so you can't look at the moon. You can't perv the moon. Looking for moon aliens as they change their clothes. I wonder if Earth has become an annoying neighbor to its many satellites. Is Jupiter and Venus still next to each other in the sky? They said that on Daily Dose of Internet yesterday, but I'm pretty sure OkAs is just catching up with it. I think that was probably several weeks worth of Daily Dose of Internet. I don't know how long celestial things stay the same. I wouldn't know. I can't tell what's in the sky. The skies are choked with grayness, as they have for, I guess, most of the eastern half of the continent for days and days now. Oh well, it's not the first time that billowing gales of flame have benighted the sky for millions, for far and wide. Did you know that there was a historical event in the early eastern, like, British colonies called the Day of Darkness? And it's like something out of a fantasy novel. There was some kind of a volcano or a big wildfire in the western reaches of North America, and it spit out so much goop that it made the sky black, and it blocked out the sun for like 28 hours or something. And people were freaking out and thought it was the end times. But there was some guy whose quote has been he brought it down, and he's like, maybe God shall soon smite us, but if we are to be smitten, then I shall be done so at my workstation, or something like that. He pounded the desk like he's announcing a Star War. Sandex, how am I awake? Well, it's simple. Remember that Stu Pickles clip? You know when Dee Dee comes in and she's like, Stu, it's 4 in the morning. What on earth are you doing awake making chocolate pudding? And he says something like, I've lost control of my will to live, or something like that. And then it cuts to a reaction shot of his house, and he's screeching. He's screeching very loudly. That's pretty much where I'm at. That's pretty much where I'm at. That's where New York City got the idea from. Wait, which idea are we talking about? Oh, yes, blocking out the sky with. I thought we were talking about Rugrats now. I got confused, Starboy. I apologize. It must be rough being a Starboy these days. What with the skies being choked out. Lord Theo, what? What are you talking about? What am I talking about? What are any of us doing here? Is everybody sneaking in some VTubing at their place of work or study? That's cool, man. I would fist bump you, but my arms are inarticulate. I don't mean because I'm a VTuber model, but because it's too early in the morning. I couldn't lift my arms if I had to. Cyberpunk used to be horrible. Horrible air conditions. Oh, sounds like you need an air conditioner. That wasn't funny. Help me! I'm trapped inside. Oh, I keep forgetting to add a sound effect to my zoom in screen. I needed what should I get? Like a whip crack? Pappy has a whip crack though. I don't want to be a copycat. Maybe I should just get one of those low frequency flutter sounds that Logic has in it. You go into the Logic loops library, you search flutter, and you got all the most versatile and useful sound effects that anyone has ever generated. I don't know why damn it. Oh my god. Oh, the computer seized up. It was giving me pop-ups, and then the music was stopped. The day the music died, it was today. Mark it. The 9th of June. Bro. I have a feeling today is going to be a pretty nice day. How come people don't make 6ix9ine jokes today, huh? I'm sure someone is. I bet, like, I don't know, maybe Project Melody has some kind of special stream on this day or something like that. Hummingbird flapping. Yeah. It's amazing what you can find in the loops library. You get to loops library and sound effects resource, and you can get all the Mario sounds. Just when you have that, you have everything you'll ever need. Except, weirdly enough, for toilet flushing. Isn't that weird? The one sound effect they don't have is a solid toilet flush. Why do they figure people don't need that? Because it's designed for professional musicians, and Jay-Z ain't gonna put a toilet flush in his latest mix anytime soon. How certain are they of that? There's that one rapper that appropriated the lyrics from the Singing Pills PSA, you know. Like, he's like, this is serious. We could make you delirious. But, like, that's, you know. So, my point is, you never know. You never know from what fertile ground might sprout the latest chart-topping hit idea. Maybe somebody will make a hot new EP, and it will involve a toilet flushing sound. Why the hell do they have a hummingbird noise in there, huh? Okay, it's not that I have an issue with it. I am asking, how did they even capture a hummingbird sound? First of all, how did they put it in there? And then they didn't put in a toilet sound. Just got here. Why toilet flushing music? Hello, Malmoros. I'll try not to cause you to live up to your name with the timbre of my conversation. I'm just talking about the Apple Loops library, right? The Logic is their DAW program. And it has like this big ass built-in sound library, and it's very useful and it's very versatile, and it has so many sound effects that are useful for many occasions. And I was just ruining the fact that for some bizarre reason, they don't have a toilet flush sound. And think of how useful that would be. Like, what soundboard is complete without a toilet flush? You can punctuate so many concepts. A hummingbird sound is weirdly stressful. It is weirdly, if you're not familiar with it, it's just like this very ominous kind of like it's like a and then on top of that though, there's like kind of a licky sound that's like not quite like that, but it's impossible to replicate. It sounds very alien. That's what a hummingbird sounds like, apparently. You would never get close enough to hear one, but Apple Loops got you there. It's like that footage that you can see of Mars from the surface of, the surface of Mars that you can see via the NASA things. Okay, you know what? I'm still very tired. Well, I'm very tired. I am not a grammar. Hello, Mr. Ham. That is how I interpret those runes. I am originally from Indonesia. Oh, selamat pagi. Pagi. It is pagi here. It is also pagi. It is pagi. Oh. I have collabed with one Indonesian VTuber so far. Hopefully, not for the last time. We'll have the biggest international collab of all time when I live up to my solemn promise to eBay Shoujo to get her that Among Us collab stream that she's been begging. There's two things we know about eBay Shoujo. It's that she loves Among Us, and she threatens people with micturition a lot. She threatens to piss on people. I like how tenderly that piano arpeggiated as I was talking about piss. It was very appropriate. Oh, it fit the aesthetic so nicely. They want you to go through the pain of searching for it yourself before you become a real musician. Ah, yes. It's the learning, the major stumbling blocks along the track. You gotta learn a music theory. You gotta learn sequencing. And then you go on your big proving yourself kind of moment is if you've gone on your own personal quest to obtain your own toilet flushing sound. But like, toilets don't sound like toilets anymore, right? Like they don't make that classic whoosh sound. I mean, maybe they do sometimes, but you know what I mean. If you go and record your own toilet, it won't sound like the toilet sound that you know you want. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like the classic the classic toilet sound. OG classic toilet. Not this new crap. not this modern HD thing. There's a specific, you know, if you hear a toilet flush in a cartoon or like on TV, it's gonna sound a very particular way. And go flush your toilet right now. Leave the stream and go flush your toilet. Everybody rise and flush your toilet and tell me if it sounds, pay attention to it. Does it sound like it would in a cartoon? They don't make toilet sounds like it used to. SMH. Too many low T toilets. Low T stands for low toilet. I mean, if your toilet it has high testosterone, it probably means you're dying, right? Is testosterone supposed to... Okay, like, I hate to turn the topic back to piss, but it is, to be fair, toilet adjacent. Does testosterone come out with your piss? Should it? Is that good or bad or neutral? I don't know. I know there's like, I know if you trigger, Starboy, you know what? I don't do Zatsu streams very often, and we're finding out why that is. You see why I play games on stream? You see why everyone plays games on stream? This is why we can't have nice things. I know that if a guy triggers a birth control, a pregnancy test, that's it. If you pop on a pregnancy test, it means you might have the cancer. So I don't know if that's, you know, wait, why did I bring that up? Oh, because I was wondering if there, yeah, because you, Sandler, said that there's too many low T toilets, and I was wondering what the ramifications of a high T toilet would be. And now here we are. See, Starboy, it wasn't my fault. I had nothing to do with it. It was just a little bit of toilet talk. Not toilet humor even. Because nothing I say is funny. None of it. None of it's jokes. There's no jokes. It's just a solemn and dignified conversation about something I'm passionate about. I'm too confused, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask. Look, all I ask for, Toyota Zatsu. Oh, that's pretty smart branding, actually. Are emojis copyrighted? Because I could just make a thumbnail with the toilet emoji. Toilet Zatsu. It's a fitting like a morning Zatsu show. It's like a morning zoo radio show, right? It's like an FM terrestrial program, and it don't get much more terrestrial than your toilet. Gotcha. I think generally a toilet is kind of the opposite of a gotcha. It's you know, like you're losing your. Oh, I didn't even notice. Starboy, you know, you could have got away with that. You could have got away with that typo. You could have got away with it just fine. It was that phenomenon where all the letters in the middle of the word were correct. So I just kind of auto-edit it in my brain. Also, I am quite tired myself, so I wasn't in any position to notice if a word was wrong. It would have just made sense to my adulterated mind. Now, however, unfortunately, you must die because you told on yourself. That, I'm afraid, that is the penalty for minor spelling errors in the year our Lord T1. The year 1 of toilet Jedi. Wait, that's what it will be when Logic finally adds a toilet sound effect to their formidable library. Ah, Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Maybe he can hook us up with a free toilet sound. It could be. How come no one? Okay, there's lots of royalty-free music libraries out there for streamers nowadays, but why isn't anyone on a royalty-free soundboard? Oh my God, you could make a killing or something. Yeah, just sell like little albums. Sell it on your Ko-fi. I recorded 15 varieties of toilet sound effects. Donate. Now that is an untapped market. The vast array of toilet sound effects. Add it to your soundboard. Add it to your Discord. Oh, every Discord server needs a toilet sound. You could even make a bot. They do those actually. Huh? I don't believe you. Where do I get my free toilet? Well, it doesn't have to be free, but where do I get my radio safe toilet sounds? Do they have urinals as well? That's my question. It's got to be inclusive. How do you... what's the... I'm going to go on Shark Tank or Dragon's Den or whatever, one of those programs. And they'll be like, all right, what is your business proposition? I'm like, all right, I have a microphone and a van, and I travel the land, and I've got here a library of 250 and counting toilet sounds. And I'm going to put them on the internet and be like, and what is the revenue model? It's like, pay what you want. Put it online, pay what you want. Like, what do you need us for? I'm like, I don't. And I walk out of there, head held high, and there's a hard drive full of a gigabyte of high bit depth toilet sound effects. Wait, oh, there's a pun there. Wait, what's the bit depth of this toilet? 4 gallons. How much fluid does the average toilet contain in a flush? That is the bit depth. All right, we'll workshop that one. We'll work early AM toilet humor, and it's perfectly clean. Time to win a Grammy from the sounds of shower dripping. 32-bit floating. Hey. I get it. That's a good one. It's the first 32-bit toilet since the Atari Jaguar. Did you know? Okay, so I learned a stupid fact that the Atari Jaguar mold, like the thingy they used to actually make the case for the system, they sold it to like a dental company. So if you ever go to the dentist, if that ever happens to you, like probably not, but if ever in your life you ever go to a dentist, the machine that they use, I think for x-rays, examine it closely because it might just be shaped exactly like an Atari Jaguar. Because they put the boards and stuff, all the x-ray machine technology is built on the same template as the Atari Jaguar console. Which is, incident. The reason I bring it up is because it's toilet shaped. I wonder if I mean, toilets must be made off of molds too, right? Moldy toilet. I just had to say the phrase. But what if you could make an actual Atari Jaguar toilet, right? Atari Jaguar CD toilet. It'd be bigger, of course. You'd scale it up, but I mean, like, you know, it'd be like toilet size, but that'd be a proper gamer toilet. Imagine going to one of those barcades and you walk into the bathroom and it's nothing but LEDs and mirrors everywhere and a giant Atari Jaguar toilet. Wow, they'd say, now that's legit. How did you wrest the patent away from those dental x-ray companies? You know? Oh man, they should do everything with that. They should make containers shaped like a Dreamcast. I didn't joke. No, I made a joke before. This isn't a joke. This is serious. I'm making an actual proposition for the world to reconfigure itself according to my preferences. Joke time is over. There was one let me draw you a picture. There was a joke, and then I segued smoothly out of the joke into honest to God real life opinions. I'm gonna write an op-ed for, like, what's a prestigious newspaper? This is Shark Tank Zatsu. Hold on a minute. Shark Tank, septic tank. There we go. Shark in the septic tank. Horror at the realization of death, or whatever that art is called. You know the one, the giant shark. The shark in the tank thing that they had on the Venture Brothers. Ooh, by the way, they announced the Venture Brothers movie. It's out. There's a trailer. What's I need to know what the title is. It Venture Bros Shark Tank. No. Wait. Here it is. No. Shark Tank art. It's called like Horror at the Realization of Death. Or Realization Death Shark Art. Life. No. Here it is. I found a picture of it. It's real. What's the shark called? The Story of Damien Hirst's Famous Shark. British art from the 90s. Tell me the title of it. Oh, The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. There we go. It's called The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. And it's just a big old fish in a tank. I forget why I brought that up. We were talking about toilets or something. Anyway, they haven't had a 32-bit toilet since the Atari Jaguar. Yeah. And then said, but what have they made a Jaguar toilet? Ma! Yes, exactly. Consistent. I said they haven't. The first part was a joke. The second one, when I said they should make a full-sized Jaguar toilet, that was real life. That's no joke. This is my career. This is my future we're talking about. It's just like that scene in the Shawshank Redemption, which incidentally, I'm not talking about the part where he climbs through the toilet pipe. I'm talking about the part where he gets put in the hole. And I don't mean the toilet. When he gets put back into solitary. He's like, how can you be so obtuse? Don't you see this is my life? This is me talking to you. I'm talking to all of you, the world. I'm talking to Apple Computer for not having a... This all started because I wanted a toilet sound in Apple loops. Damn it. Anyway, at least whenever... If you don't have access to the toilet sound, at least they do have that hummingbird sound. Bro, as long as they're remaking Persona 3, could they please make an official port of Colibri on the 32X? Please start releasing the 4 good 32X games. They gotta. If they're bringing back Knack the motherfucking Weasel, they gotta bring back Knuckles Chaotix. Think of it. A 32X series. They can release all 3 of the good games on 32X and put them on modern systems. I'd even paid some dumb subscription or whatever to get access to them on the Switch. All these toilet ideas should be sponsored by Dunkin'. Why? Because coffee makes you poop? Radiant is the blood of the baboon, or Radiant. Radiant sounds like a real word. Dunkin' is the new name of... We're talking about Dunkin' Donuts, right? Like they're called just Dunkin' now? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it something else? Are we talking about that yo-yo company? Either way, I'm not entirely... I don't know why... Is it because of toilets or because of the Shark Tank thing? I don't mean the business pitch. I mean the death art, the death mask. Put on your death mask. The time is nigh, and you put on the mask, and it's just shaped like a toilet. What if you, what if you just wore a toilet on your face and that is what you wore on your deathbed? What would it all mean? Maybe it's a combination of being tired and like maybe the air quality is a little worse than I thought. Maybe my brain cells are currently dying. We have transcended to the peak throne of the toilet iceberg. Yeah, it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much hidden beneath the surface of the water that you'll need a snake to get it all down. Something like that. I don't remember. My stomach kind of loud. Are you in need of a toilet, good sir? And welcome, cool dude. Don't worry. Your secret's safe here. We were talking about sound engineering, right? That is what we were talking about. This is a highly sophisticated Zatsu with a highly sophisticated crowd of people. Only the most erudite line of conversations. I like noise. Whatever, like what? Like white noise? White noise coming directly out of your guts. Only talking about winning Grammys. Oh, is this why The Simpsons? Speaking of bringing back to The Simpsons again, the Simpsons coders talking about pulling hacks out of their asses and whatnot. The Simpsons always joked about the Grammys not being a legitimate reward. Is it because you could theoretically win a Grammy for best toilet sound? Look, man, I'm an artist. I only ask for the tools that I need to bring my vision to beautiful life. And those tools should happen to include high fidelity recordings of toilets going about their grim task. Why can't I? When is it my turn? Why is life? How often do they add to the Apple Loops library? Can you put in requests? Can you submit your own? Can you just like mail them a demo tape? You show up with a cassette tape. It's like, here's my demo. They play it and it's just the sound of a flushing it's just a flushing toilet and nothing else. Like 60 minutes of silence. Is this some kind of joke? There's a lot more where that came from. It's like a passive aggressive move. Some kind of weird power flex if ever I heard one. Oh my god. Not even just your Spotify album is just one toilet flush. What if it became highly viewed? What if you charted on the Billboard Top 100 with that? And they had to put your toilet flush into the Library of Congress. What if they printed your toilet flush onto one of those platinum plates and shot it into space? What if broadcasting your toilet flush sound into space is what finally attracted extraterrestrial life to communicate with us? The white noise just happened to be a pattern that other life forms recognize as like a pattern of prime numbers or some other indisputable sign of intelligence. You know, the Galactic Federation is just floating around out there, and they're scanning the airwaves, and they find that telltale modulated signal on the EM spectrum. Flush. This planet has a civilization on it. The first song played on Mars, Drip by Toilet. I thought you said the first song played by Mars Volta was Drip by Toilet, and I was perfectly able to believe. I was like, oh, that they probably had a song called that, Drip by Toilet. Probably the name of a whole album. Wow. Can't believe I made an offhand reference to Atari Jaguar, and we've been talking about toilets and hummingbirds for like 40 minutes. You know what? I'd call that a successful Zatsu. I don't know about you. Drip or a flush? That sounds like a staggering philosophical quandary. It sounds like something a man in a suit would offer you, like, as your method of death, or like a very highfalutin sort of pub, or well, not pub, like, but a bar. It's like in The Shining. You sit down at the bar, and the guy at the ominously underlit red bar is like, drip a flush, and you're like, I'm gonna kill my family, Jack. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't remember how that scene goes, but flush is part 2 of the episode. The photograph with flush, photograph without flush. You know, it's a meme. It's a meme. The flushing is a remake of The Shining. Oh my god. You have a, yeah, it's like a premonition, but like you gotta poop every time you sense danger about to happen. Yeah, like the scene where the camera's zooming in on the guy in bed and he looks horrified, and it cuts, but instead of cutting to like butchered bodies and blood splatter, it cuts to a poopy toilet with splatter. You know, like that like weird that like theremin, like that saw band ominous music with the zooming in. The axe scene would work. Oh yeah, he's got to get into that. He's got to get into that toilet. He's got to go. Some thoughtless human being left the doorknob locked on the inside, and you can't get it open from the outside. Oh, how is that axe scene not a meme format? Actually, that seems like it could stand to have some impact font on it. It'd be, you know what I mean? It'd be like that other meme with the ROM hack where the character leaps across an entire continent. Oh, speaking of incontinent, what else? Oh, obviously the elevator doors opening up. I mean, what else? You know. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, well, all I can say is I would call this experiment a rousing success, wouldn't you? Or not. I'm not sure. I've never dabbled with the early AM Zatsus before. We should we should do more of them. Who knows what depths we've yet to plumb. We've yet to plunge yet more murky depths of conversational alacrity, you know? What then? It's like, damn it, I'm afraid of what will happen if we don't try. I'll try to do this next week, probably. Maybe even earlier. Who knows? It depends on how wacky out of control my life becomes. Ever more so. Maybe I'll get my life back on track once I finally get that toilet sound effect. OkAs, do I have a slide? The butt kind, not the gun kind. I don't even know what the gun kind is. A slide? Oh, the butt kind. Oh, the emoji didn't show up until I looked on the sidebar. The kind that you climb up and go down. I didn't know what a butt slide was. In fairness, cool dude, you do not have to use your butt. You can go down face first. You can grind down on your feet. You can fall off of it like in a hilarious viral video. I do not possess any variety of slide, sadly. Cool dude. I myself am not a cool dude, and so I cannot. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Wait, the slide or the axe part? There's a lot of parts of today's Zatsu that might warrant some kind of a disclaimer. Everything I said is a joke or a lie, except wanting toilet flushing sounds in my sound library. You don't have to walk down the sidewalk either. That's not the point. Yeah, I guess it could be a side run. Oh, you got me. Oh Lord God, you got me. I didn't know we were going to get pedantic about butts here. Hi Destron, what's up? What is it? It is an early AM Zatsu. Side fall off your bike. Ooh. You don't need the hyphen. It should just be a very long word. Side eat shit. A side fall. Titan fall. Titan AE. Titan after excrement. Toilet bike. Toilet bike. Hopefully not. Where oh, side toilet. Definitely not. We don't want that. Though I guess someone's going to do that at some point. Eventually. I was gonna try to summarize the conversation to get you up to speed, but I don't think I can because I don't remember. The toilet walk. Side toilet sounds like you got a secondary toilet in your actual bathroom. Like you got a side piece, a side hustle, a side bitch, side toilet, you know? That whole continuum, the whole side continuum. What y'all thought of the Game Awards? It was a real toilet. I don't know. I didn't know anything. I have not beheld the Game Awards. I've been looking only to the future, nary the past. I didn't realize they were gonna make a new Sonic game and also a new Persona 3 remake. That's all. That is my brain. Summer Game Awards was goofy. Do they make cringe compilations like they used to do of E3? Do they still make the E3 cringe compilations? The game, oh, Summer Games Fest. Is that like the Xbox Arcade Summer? I don't know. You got super debated by the finale. What are we talking about? Is this like Legends of the Hidden Temple or Figure It Out? What category of gaming scenario is this? Is it like Nick Arcade? Bro, if they brought back Nick Arcade, they could put VTubers on there. It'd be easier than ever. They would just have all the kids do challenges in League of Legends or Minecraft. I don't even know if that counts. They'd have to do Hatsune Miku challenges. I didn't stay until the end. At least they started farming. Which what's summer game? Who's they? Well, I ain't that old. Crap, I'm outing myself. They really hyped up the entire RPG crowd for Final Fantasy II Electric Boogaloo. Is any of this real? What's going on? What's going on out in the world? Don't tell me they're remaking Final Fantasy II. The Ghouls. Is that a game? Are they remaking Grab by the Ghoulies? Akumi? Oh, how are you? How are you, Akumi? Evil Flavor. Wow, that's a cool name. How about Mortal Kombat 1? What? How about Mortal Kombat 1? Real or not real? I think it's real. In fact, I think they sold the rights to it or something, didn't they? Wasn't it possible for someone to buy the royalties to Mortal Kombat 1 a while back, and now just some guy owns it? Mortal Kombat 1 looks nice. Oh, are they remaking the original Mortal Kombat? Is Reptile still gonna be hidden in it? I just don't know anything anymore. I have no understanding of the world I live in. It's all a continuum. All that was old is new again. Huh. Wait, what? Mortal Kombat's been... Oh, well, I mean, like, the series overall might be... I mean, like, the actual rights to the original, like, coin-op ROM or something, right? I remember they, like, auctioned it off in a surprisingly silly way. Watashi no homo o aide kite ureshii desu. Watashi mo ureshii. What is this, Lumiki? It's a Zatsu Guerilla. Oh, and the Guerilla. It's a Guerilla stream. It's a little bit of foreshadowing. Hint, hint. I want to go ape. Ook, ook. Ah. I think the coin-op game is still owned by Warner Brothers. Oh, well. Maybe Warner Brothers won the auction. Yeah, it's a Guerilla Zatsu stream, Lumiki. We were just talking about The Game Awards. Yeah, that's all we've been talking about. Or the Summer Game Fest or something. I have no idea. We've been talking about it for an hour. No need to scrub back and check the VOD. I open my eyes and I spot a OkAs. Wow, it sounds like a song. It sounds like some kind of like dream. Like a dream come true. A beautiful dream come true. Also, Sonic Superstars. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Based on the first appearance. Yeah, they announced a new Sonic game like late last night or something. And I don't know. It's like, it looks like Sonic Mania. It's like a new game, but it kind of looks like a new Super Mario. But like, I don't know. It has the multiplayer. I didn't know it was owned by Warner Brother either, but I guess it makes sense because they were able to do that Mortal Kombat versus DC thing. I get right. That was probably like 20 years ago, but it seems like it was recent. Bros, are you calling attention to bros? Is this a bro down? Has my precious Zatsu become a bro down? Good morning to you too, Lumiki. Yeah, I'm a Tuckered Tate. I decided I wanted to try. I wanted to challenge myself. The ultimate test. If I have to be up early and groggy, can I stream Zatsu style? The results will be judged by history. Oh no. The legal process. There was a legal process. They didn't just throw money at somebody and say, okay, it's ours now. I assume they just bought someone. I assume they bought someone out. I thought that's all there was to it. What an outrage. Guten Morgen and Morgan, because there's a legal situation involved apparently. Wait, Street Fighter Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat better happen. Oh, okay, I see. I thought you said that was already. Street Fighter is surely not owned by Warner Brothers, right? Oh my God, they're not owned by Disney yet, are they? Oh no. Then again, Chun-Li could be my favorite Disney princess. It'd be official. Yo, right now my favorite Disney princess is definitely Peggy Hill. We got it. We got it. It's official. It's technically legal. They can't tell us what to do. That's the problem. That they're overly vociferous. They're voracious is the word I was looking for. Consumption of all media that exists has made them vulnerable to new frontiers and headcanon that they never planned on. Oh my goodness. Over 1 hour Zatsu. That's wild. I never imagined I had it in me to become this powerful so early on in the day. I guess it's thanks to Coco. Beta Griffin and Kingdom Hearts 4. He who shall not be named, you mean? I'm pretty sure that's that character. They spliced in, they took the footage of the villain from Harry Potter and edited in the Peter Griffin laugh. I'm ashamed to admit that it made me chuckle. You're in for a surprise. Wow, he's up 7 years. 7 years. That's like a lucky number. That's a lot of years. Oh, I hope you're. You know what? It's gonna be a nice day, Lumiki. Because it's June the 9th. You know. I think it's a propitious sign. Omedeto. Hold on, wait. I got something for this. I have something for this exact situation. How could I possibly forget? Yay! I hope your anniversary is a scintillating buffet of delights. I don't necessarily mean literally in the food sense. I just mean like in a figurative. I mean, it may or may not include delicious food, just in general, you know, like a bespoke array of delights and treasures and happy memories. Yay. Let Let the Zatsu power be the wind that carries you along on your journey of delight and discovery. Oh, and it's a Friday, no less. Oh, odds are good. Things are looking up. Go all Rebecca Black on this scene. It'll work out just fine. Hold on, I desperately need a drink. Hold on. No tea. Cocoa. It is early and frosty and foggy. Or maybe it's not fog. Maybe it's just smoke. Maybe the entire world's still on fire. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of this sort of thing. You think I can keep track of a little wildfire when there's all this gaming news to get up abreast of? It's crazy. It's just too much. It's too much, man. There's so much that competes for your attention in this wacky world. So you gotta learn to prioritize. You can filter things out. Do I like or despise the grog pit? Are we back to talking about toilets again? We've been writing scripts. Writing scripts. Wait, like the acting kind or like the coding kind? Either way, you can make people say some funny things. Either way, what a project. I used to have a copy of that final draft. That was so handy. I wrote many scripts, most of which never got utilized for anything. Oh well. Acting scripts. I'm a theater major. Excellent, excellent. It's possible that you were writing some Excel scripts, bash scripts in order to make accounting more efficient, which I guess may also be pertinent skills for a theater environment. They gotta dot the I's across the T's there too, right? Especially because they're in a theater, and that starts with the letter T. Well, the script writing process: draft, redraft, rewrite, draft, and then backdraft, and then everyone starts freaking. Enter the anti-coding coding club. Isn't that just called a programming team? Isn't that just called getting a job as a programmer? Most programmers seem like they're pretty anti-programming. From what I've seen so far of the culture, most of them seem to regret their life decisions. Wow. 2 weeks ago, wrote something in less than an hour. Did inspiration strike? Or did a deadline sneak up? Hey, what's the difference? Am I right? Hey, we do. This is like the stone cutters. Who hates everything about our life? We do. That's like a big like union meeting. Are there any programmers unions? Maybe not, huh? Nice. Actual inspiration. Always nice. Always nice when that creative fervor seizes you and you are able to act upon it. You just get to it. You haul ass to the bookie. Start rapping and tapping on that typewriter. I know you're not using a typewriter, but allow me my romanticized image. Do not dispel my fantasy. You got your brother typewriter. You got your ink ribbon. You're just typing away so fast. Clack, 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 ding. Classic. Though I wonder if that would encourage you to think in a different way. Maybe a different writing medium can encourage you to write in a different way. It's worth experimenting with. You can still buy typewriters, right? They make them. They still sell ink ribbons at Staples. They must have equipment for them. Yeah? Yeah? It wouldn't make much sense to make products that cannot be consumed. And start contract. Well, on the other hand, sometimes they don't make products even though there's a clear need for them. Like toilet sounds. I'm dwelling a bit. You got advertised a digital typewriter. What does that mean? A computer? Are they selling Commodore 64s still? Are they bringing that back? They brought like, there's those little portable all-in-one Genesis things and those little portable Atari collection things. Are they bringing back, are they selling little mini Commodores at the mall now? Wow. Grocery shopping. Nothing grosser than that. I'm very clever, even though my brain is broken. It's just a keyboard with funny sounds and maybe a printer. Well, I mean, I guess it's most of the way there. I mean, I guess technically, yeah. I mean, I guess it's just a typewriter with extra steps. It's like a typewriter, but with what during the typewriter era would have constituted $100 million worth of computer chips. Yeah, baby. Commodore 64, Atari 800 series, Apple II, Schneider lens, Amiga, right? I can't think of any more old ass computers. That's I named as many as I could, right? There must be something. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, but those are game consoles. I was thinking of things that were meant to be an actual personal computer, an actual PC for the go-getting businessman with everything to prove. Bro, didn't personal computers used to cost like the equivalent of like $15,000? Macintosh 0.0. Imagine you have to spend like half a year's salary on a computer that has access to a word processor and a spreadsheet, and you're damn happy to have them. And some lunatic gets Oregon Trail working on it and wins the Congressional Medal of Honor. Keep talking about PCs. I have a project on this due Tuesday. Keep talking. It sounded kind of like the first half sounded kind of like a threat. Like, keep talking about PCs, motherfucker. See what happens. IBM clones. I know that they used to be called clones. PCs used to be called clones. I kind of wish they still were. Wow. No, yeah, because it sounds like it was like an old school flame war. It was like PC versus Macintosh. Yo, System 7. Me and my homies be using Windows 3. Bitch. And then you get on your BBS. You get on your university bulletin board system. LumiKey, what is it? Is it a good oh my god or a bad oh my god? Did we remind you of the Commodore 64? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we brought up the Commodore 64. It will never happen again, I promise. Can you ever forgive us? Can you forgive us for bringing up classic computers? 7.5-inch floppy. 3-inch floppy disk, zip drive, parallel port, PS2. I don't mean the game console. You used to hook stuff up with something called PS2. I don't really understand what it was. When did USB cables first happen? Imagine no USBs. There were no USBs at one point. Just regular bees. Like me. Kermit the Frog. I'm Kermit the Frog. Because it's early in the morning, we all sound like swamp creatures. Am I right? Bro, I saw a Daily Dose of Internet video last night when a lady was chasing a monster through her house. There was like an ink trail, and then she found what the ink led to, and it was a frog. I just thought that was interesting. A little mildly incriminating, huh? Might be that, you know? Frog. Tog. F-Tog. Is that a computer? Is that an old-timey personal computer that people could have? So Daily Dose of Internet. Do y'all think he's lazy? I don't know. He must have cultivated that voice of his. Your fiance just grundled how you stayed up till 6 today. Stayed up till 6. Oh no. Like what? Compulsorily or because he was playing Civ? Because one is like deserving of sympathy and the other requires an intervention. Like, Yeah, you got hooked on Poland, didn't you? You started playing as Poland, and you couldn't stop founding social policies. All right, time to shut off your computer. Yeah, but we got it came full circle, because the only time I've ever seen Daily Dose of Internet is watching OkAs watch him. So I'm watching someone else watching him, compiling someone else's content. So it's like, it's, you know, it all works out. Warframe. Oh no, delayed surprise on a surprise delayed on account of Warframe. On the other hand, this might be a brilliant feint. It might be a classic, like, let your guard down situation. He needs you to not pay close attention. The surprise is somehow information sensitive, and he needs you to be off the scent. And that's a perfect excuse. That's actually quite brilliant. It is quite brilliant to be like, oh, yeah, sorry, I stayed up till 5 a.m. playing Civ. You gotta wait. And that's so plausible, and you can't deny it. You can't deny the plausibility. It is not deniable plausibility. It is undeniably plausible. Can OkAs do a chill voice? What, like Daily Dose of Internet? This Lumiki thinks that she's got to wait for her surprise. But actually, oh, wow, Starmane. Wow, the gang really is all here now. Boy, oh boy. I'm surprised y'all's up at this hours. Y'all's up early. Y'all's a bunch of morning critters. What a wild time. It's crazy. It's crazy that so many are able to be present for Gorilla Zatsu. Set an alarm. That's nuts. That's bananas. It's the boy. It's the Nino. Woke up before it. That's nuts. I'm saying that's crazy. That's bananas town. After next week, I don't know if I'll ever get up this early again. Maybe I'll just, like, I'll be a noon sleeper from now on. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll be one of those guys. Maybe I'll be a strictly afternoon waker. I'll wake only to see the sun at its height. So it only gets cooler from then on out. I'll be a late day restaholic, you know? Maybe I'll just start staying up until 4 in the morning playing a Frame Gride. I'll stay up until 5 a.m. playing Frame Gride on Sega Dreamcast. Who can impeach my decision making then, eh? No one. No one until they present me with my deserved archive of toilet sound effects. You like mornings. If I start my day late, I feel like I'm behind the whole day. I see that in a way. It depends. Then again, I'm just like I'm a weirdo that will just stay up very, very late working on things. So I always feel like I have extra time. Don't become me. Don't sleep noon. It's the leukemia arc. It's the snow jelly arc. Gonna become snow jelly. And you want to find me in the early AM? I'll be chilling. I'll be chilling like a snow jelly. I just feel like the day flows better if I get up early. I can see that. I can see that working out. Sometimes I just get into a frenzy of heightened creative activity late into the evening, though, for some reason. I get like a lot. I'll just stay up late in a frenzy of editing, and I'll be doing like assorted projects and this and that's and whatnot. It depends, though. I do see getting up early. I see the logic of like getting up early and just adhering to the diurnal pattern of the sun and the moon and obeying the tides and the caprice of nature and all that, as opposed to being a late night sicko pervert like me. Why am I up so early? I am actually this fortnight I am house sitting and looking after critters, and the critters require feedings and tending to, and early at times. There's a cycle. I adhere to a cycle, so I'm safeguarding the critters. Yes, ironically, it's tough because not only do I have to get up early, but these delicious critters, I'm not allowed to eat a single one of them. Outrageous. Critter picks. Oh yeah, that can be arranged. That arranged can be. Yeah, they could go in the critter club. it is very hard to adjust your circadian rhythm. I just have to, if I have to change my sleep cycle, I just have to accept that there's going to be a day of just being annihilated. I just have to resign myself. It's like Toy Story 3 when they're falling into the incinerator, right? I just have to say, yep, here it goes. I'm going to wake up after, I'm going to get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep one day. I'm just going to be a sleepy Pete one whole day. And then I'll gradually adapt to that. But that first day is just going to be a wreck. The oven is tweaking. Huh? Did you say your oven is twerking? Is something wrong with your oven? Are you cooking at this hour? Is your oven moving? Are you sure you're not confusing the oven for a laundry machine now? Because that sounds like a mistake I would make at this time. If I was tasked, if you gave me a pile of dirty clothes and said, make sure these are clean, I might throw them in the oven by mistake, or vice versa. A bunch of raw ass muffins in the washing machine, and the washing machine starts bucking and throwing stuff around because the metal pan is in there and it gets wedged someplace. And then I say, whoa, man, the oven's fucking flipping out. What's going on? My friends be real. Yesterday was her brother holding their dog in front of an open oven. Ah, yes, the old gonna put the dog in the oven gag. I mean, we would never do that here, right? We would never. I mean, come on, baby, come on. I'm hungry. I'm actually getting kind of hungry too. TBH, bro. One thing is, being that I have such an early start to my day and I have nowhere to be until in the evening. Maybe I could make pancake. I fell asleep and my cat was lying on me. Exactly, right? In this economy, you have a kitty perched atop you. Wow, that's pretty good. That's you're doing pretty good in this economy. The perflation is out of control. I assume that's what you're getting at, Starmain. Wow, unfortunately, I'm not safeguarding any kitties. Kitties are very easy. I feel like kitties wouldn't require you to be up early. I could take care of them at night. We'd get along much more naturally. That's the strat. When you wake up early, you just have to never have to go do anything right away. So you can just do what you want when you wake up. Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing. I know I'm not disagreeing. But yeah, cats are crepuscular cuties. There we go. That's a lot of alliteration. We've been doing that on a recurrent basis. Time to cook bacon. Although that bacon emoji looked exactly like a squid to me. So I thought maybe you were gonna make some kind of shiokata for breakfast. I'm like, wow, ambitious. Bacon. Oh, I don't have any of that, but I do have blueberries, and they start with a B. Bee foods. Oh, breakfast is full of bee foods. Bacon, blueberry, bran. Bicarbonate. Summer break. Yeah, summer break is the way to be. Staying up late, playing Sonic. And then wait. Oh, banana, and beer, depending on what part of the world you're in. It was crazy when I was in Germany, and they serve beer with breakfast. Wow. I mean, it makes sense. It's liquid bread. It's basically just a glass of toast, right? It's like the same deal. When did this turn into a kids show? Breakfast is full of bee foods. Fuck. Oh, Starmain, you lit me up. There, it's not a kids show anymore. I swore. Before, it was like a late night economics forum. We were talking about we were talking about highly specialized forms of art and resources used in computing. My flight to Germany had unlimited free beer and wine. Unlimited free. What in the world? What kind of magical airline did you take? I think the only airline that ever gave me free wine was, ironically, Royal Air Maroc. Maybe because the alcohol is illegal to be consumed by their own citizens. And they're like, we got to get rid of this. Oh, here you go. Here you go, you foreigner. You can have this wine. Time to make a breakfast. BLT, tomatoes and lettuce and turmeric. That's amazing. Fly internationally, you get free booze. Huh? That almost never happens. I've only gotten free booze like once. It was Royal Air Maroc. I remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was probably like 70 years ago. Stuff that seems like it was very recent. I look it up and it was like, oh, that happened in 2014. Oh, that was a long time ago. Oh, wow, that's retro. That's a decade ago. 2014 and 15 are soon to be a decade ago. How about that? Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. If it was 2013 right now, then stuff that happened in 2014 would be the equivalent of stuff that happened in 2004. You got that? When I fly to South America or Europe, they give it out. Might also have been because Delta Airlines. Delta? Like the Garu in Nikkei? Oh, wait. Yeah, but if you fly to South America, they give you coca tea and gerbils and stuff. Dude, I turned 22 on Monday. Life getting weird, man. Life is like it's like that indie video game. Life is uncanny. Yeah. It's that one game where you play as the girl who has the psychic butterfly powers. Yeah, it's called Donkey Kong. Has anyone tried sweet and salty bacon before? Isn't bacon is intrinsically salty. What do you mean sweet? How do you sweeten bacon? What are you doing? Lumi Cute Snow Jelly, what are you pulling over there? I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I... What? Oh, you mean like pineapple bacon? Free gerbils, or guinea pigs or whatever. There's like a critter. There's like a delicacy in South America. It's a critter we don't often eat up north wired. Some kind of a little guy, you know? It's like, you know, a little guy. Life is a bit funky. Life is a bit funky. Oh, yeah, I played that game. Toe Jam and Earl. In Panic on Funkatron. Oh, bro, I should get Toe Jam and Earl back in the groove maybe on stream, but I don't know how to bully 3 other VTubers into playing it. Life is somewhat atypical. Life is difficult to ascertain. Life is highly counterintuitive. Oh, that's actually a really good title for something. The first funky fighter. And talking about Adam and Eve? Huh? First funky fighter. That suggests that there are subsequent funky fighters. Are they here now? Should I be worried? Are they present? Are we the funky fighters? Is everyone in chat a funky fighter? Everyone put F in the chat. Actually, put FF in the chat if you are funky fighters. Just put 1 F to pay respects. I take a small amount of brown sugar and a tiny amount of syrup, vanilla with chili powder, black pepper, and add it to the pan. That is a saddest dude-worthy panoply of flavors. I would have never imagined. Trying to be ambitious with bacon, it just sounds like I wouldn't even have the temerity to try it. Wow, vanilla? 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 I mean, yeah, I guess it could work. Why couldn't it? I'm a little afraid of using vanilla, though, because if you put one molecule too much of vanilla on something, your entire world will smell like vanilla for a year. I mean, that's not the worst fate or anything. It has sweet texture, and the oil of the bacon helps mix it a bit. Is vanilla an oil? It does sound nice. You can mix oil with oil. Just like, I guess, like olive oil and steamed milk, apparently. Wowie zowie. I guess that could work. That's highfalutin fancy bacon. Jeez. Oh, yeah, I haven't eaten either, actually. I might wither up and die here. Has anyone made grilled cheese in the morning? No, you're allowed to do that? Chipotle, grilled cheese with bacon and then with mayonnaise. I've never had grilled cheese as a breakfast food, but you know what? You know what a sicko thing is that some weirdos do? They'll put grape jelly on grilled cheese. I don't know if I have the courage to try that. Maybe I could. Maybe if you like pineapple on the pizza, maybe it's a similar type of deal. But I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where I should be more afraid of what might happen if I don't try it. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Grape jelly specifically. I don't know if any old jelly will do, but I've heard of this. This is one of those things. It's one of those things. It's a flavor controversy. Happy Earl birthday. Ooh, Lumi Key wants us to play Toe Jam and Earl. It's official. We've got votes. What is Earl's birthday? They're from another planet, so it's probably hard to calculate. Surprised everyone I know is younger than me. Wow. Except for me, I'm a goddamn boomer. I've done spicy blackberry jam on chicken chipotle sandwich. Well, spicy blackberry. You can make blackberries spicy? Eat jelly and cheese crackers all the time. All that? Well, I guess that's practically a grilled cheese. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. If you can put jelly on a cheese and cracker, then why can't you put it on why can't you go the whole 9 yards and just bajelly your sandwich? I meant early birthday. I know, I was just being a fucker. That's me. I was just taking a typo and running with it all the way to the hills. The Flushing Hills. It had spices in the jam. It's flavor alchemy. It's not allowed. Witchcraft. I'll denounce thee. I can definitely see how the witch trials happened in Salem. Someone probably spiced some jam or put some jam on some cheese. I got into a huge argument. Oh, someone probably put pineapple on a pizza. It was one of those songs you sung the first time. Oh, karaoke. Oh, yeah. I karaoke'd it at least once. And then thank you, Starman. Yeah, it was a lot of work. I wanted to learn the DAW better so I can be like my hero, Ice Bell. Oh, Ice Bell's making... Ice Bell made a new virtual worlds. She's getting closer to completing Ice City. Cloud 9. Ooh, maybe I should go and do like a I should do like a walk around tour. I don't know if you have to do I don't know if I have VR software installed though. If I did, I probably deleted it to free up space. I can reinstall it though. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe I'll wrangle up some VTubes. Maybe I'll wrangle up an eBay or two, and then we'll go walk around. We did a tour of Herpatra Island once. That was fun. She's a good designer. That Ice Bell's going places. She's a 3D designer extraordinaire. How do I record voice over music? Oh, well, in that case, there was just a commercially available instrumental track. That's one of the reasons I went with that song in particular, because it had the EP or whatever had an instrumental version of the song, and you just pop that bitch into the DAW and you just record a separate voice track, and then you spend the next 5 years figuring out how all the filters work and Googling and figuring out how to futz with the frequencies, and you slowly feel your sanity drain away. And all of the sounds stop meaning anything to you because you've heard them so many times, and you forget what words are, and it all starts to come unglued. Your sense of reality becomes unmoored. You know what I mean? It's like when you hear a word too many times and it stops meaning anything. But it's like that. Everything, all of reality starts to phase. You know. Oh yeah, your sanity. Yeah, kiss that right goodbye. You just get used to the existential free fall. That's what I say. That's my first tip. My first tip for that, in fact, not even just for like media or anything else. That's like day one, substitute teaching in kindergarten. I'm just gonna write, get used to existential freefall and circle it right on the belt. Do kindergartens have blackboards? Do they have whiteboards? Whatever, anything? I don't know. In any case, like day one, get them started early. That's my point. My point. Sanity. Never heard of that shit. I don't truck with that. The grilled onions on grilled cheese actually sounds delightful too. They're whiteboards nowadays. Yeah, gotcha. With the markers, with the scented markers. They all smell like grape jelly and cheese, right? And grilled onions. Wait a minute. I'm conflating concepts because I too am losing my sanity. Cloud9 is looking fresh. Just looked. Yeah, man. It's so real, isn't it? It's like it's professional. What a modelist. It looks like a real life Nintendo environment or something. You know? It's impressive. And it's the canonical home of Ice Bear and Ice Bell. I can't wait to see Ice Bear's apartment. That classy creature. Did they get rid of smart boards? I don't know if they ever squandered a smart board on a child classroom. I'm sure universities and the like still utilize smart boards, but I think for basic run-of-the-mill didacticism, they probably just say, take this marker and write your times table, you little frig, and then that's it. Why did they give up on chalkboards? Were they running out of chalk? Were they running out of diatomaceous earth? Did they need to prioritize the diatoms in order to destroy bed bugs? Or did it cause cancer or something? Is there some kind of mesothelioma from breathing chalk dust? Remember chalk? Chalk zone. What do you eat with a BLT sandwich? That's a good question, because doesn't the sandwich cover all the food groups? Vegetable, fruit, meat, miscellaneous. Cloud City is the city from Star Wars. Yes, you're conflating it with Cloud9. That's simple enough. I keep thinking it's called Ice Cream City, but we could just consider that some kind of a metonym. I think that word applies here. This is a question for everybody. I'm everybody. If you were a Power Ranger and you had to pick your color, which one would you have to pick? Because of these colors: orange, purple, brown, or navy green. What? There's such a thing as navy green. Purple, I guess. I think brown. Brown is obviously too poo related. Orange. I mean, you seem a little attention grabby. Maybe it looks like you broke out of Power Rangers prison. I don't know what navy green is. I don't know if it's poopy looking or not. But I'll go with purple. It's the safest option. Smart boards probably don't exist in classrooms. They have iPads for all the kids. Oh, that's right. Kids today are probably all on their Nintendo Switch. They're probably all playing Fortnite. They're walking around, confiscating. Wait, do kids still? Hey, here's a question. Anyone been in a school lately? Are kids still required to buy those stupid expensive like TI calculators for class? Is that why? Do they make you own like a discrete calculator so they can make sure you're not tabbing over to Fortnite? Smart boards and little Star Trek laptops. Wow. Is it, they used to specifically, yes, TI-84s are still required? Damn. See, back in the day, they were always telling you're not always going to have a calculator, so you got to learn to do it by hand. And now, and they've been proven wrong. They're the wrongest people that have ever existed. So, instead of all that, they now require you to have a calculator because the calculator is the only thing that's not able to connect to Wi-Fi and download all the answers or whatever. What do I think about Brazil? The movie? The Monty Python movie? I haven't seen it, but it's on my to-watch list. Otherwise, I have not been to Brazil, but I want to go. I want to see Rio, Cristo Redentor, Carnival, Brazilian Mahogany, Kawasaki's. What else? There's probably something else. Maybe getting eaten by a snake. That'd be cool. Amazonas. I know more states. There's more. I know more. I know more than 2 states in Brazil. Maybe. Well, is Brasilia cool or is Brasilia boring? Is it just the capital? It's a purpose-built capital, so maybe there's not much there. Sao Paulo, Roraima, Roraima. Is that a state? I'm geographically ignorant. Also, hello, Benjamin William Lopez de Sousa. Welcome. You are, as far as I recall, new around here. It is a state. Wowie zowie. I inferred correctly. Look at me, looking like I know things. What an excellent guess. Ooh, baby. Nice. Roraima. It looks like Romania, but I know that's just because I'm thinking of lettuce because we were talking about BLTs a moment ago. Roman lettuce. In my school, we can't even use the calculators because the school doesn't allow us to use the calculator. For some reason, they keep it in the school. Huh. Do kids learn TI basic? That was the first dabbling with programming I ever did. Was I tried to make a text adventure game on a TI graphing calculator, and I got it to work, and it wasn't very good, and it was a very tedious process, but I did the best I could looking up stuff on the internet on how to do it. People put do they still make games? Do they still make games for TI-84 graphing calculators? Do they have that game where it's like a bit trip runner kind of? Do they also have such as Tetris? Do they have platforming games and Zelda likes? Oh yeah, people put games on their calculators. Oh yeah, they gotta. It's too boring without. Z Tetris and Tower are bangers. Oh. Is Tower like Icy Tower? Is that the one where you jump and go up? Or is it just the other one? I remember the one where you're just a triangle going through a tunnel. It was so clever that they used so many pixels. Surprisingly high resolution for such a lo-fi game. Atari-assed. This Atari-assed game. Atari-assed isn't such a bad adjective. Isso brasileiro. I don't no soy Portuguese. I'm sure if someone still support Phantasy Star Online for Dreamcast, someone's making TI-84 games. But what about this? Is someone supporting Phantasy Star Online for TI-84? Look me in the eyes and tell me it can't be done. They should port all the Atari Jaguar games over to TI-84. Whoa! Ah, Benjamin said he's from Brazil. Oh, that makes sense. He's curious about my thoughts on Brazil. I would infer such. Bienvenidos. Lo siento. I can only do Spanish and hope that the cognates line up enough. But welcome. Wow, we have so many from South America that drift into this stream. Isn't that magic? Oh, what's this? My sweetie just said to get ready. Maybe I'm having brunch at a cafe. Maybe it's that one new boba tea cafe. Looks like the surprise feint is paying off. Looks like that late night gaming sesh is segueing beautifully into a fun-filled day of adventure. Well, have fun with that, Lumiki. I hope you do get some delicious boba. Oh man, maybe I should go get some Galdern boba. Desculpe, I think, is a Portuguese word. I'm Brazilian. Aha! We figured it out. We finally cracked the code. We confirmed. We had no way of knowing until now. However, now we have empirical proof. Benjamin William Lopez de Sousa is from Brazil. Bro, Brazil's gigantic. Have you ever actually pondered a map of the secret continent? That place is huge. It takes up like half the whole thing. How'd they do that? Common Rider Gates. Maybe it's because we were talking about obsolete technology, but I'm just picturing Windows, man. I'm picturing Bill Gates as a Kamen Rider of some kind. He Super Sentai's into a robot that crashes frequently. Follow Rio de Janeiro. I can guess what that is because I know what Rio de Janeiro is. See you later. Everyone have at least some early cooked bacon. It sounds like you got a high energy start to a high energy day. The Pope was all, yo, Portugal, you get this half. Heh, lol. Yeah, and then a few other looky-loos said, whoa, that's not fair, ding dang it. And then they went and created their precious little French Guianas and whatnot up on the north coast. How come Argentina's got so much of the eastern half then, though? That's what I don't get. If the eastern half is Portuguese and the western half is Spanish, where did Argentina come from? I should have asked Kana Imeru when she was here. Wow, we had an Argentinian collab recently. I forgot about that too. We're just officially a South American live stream now. I think we just have to officially change it. I'll just put all the South American flags on here and be like, this is officially high power. Wait, I'd assume French. They have a lot of French architecture. Oh, France meddled with the Rio del Plata. That makes sense. There's some kind of skullduggery afoot. France was all up in everyone's business, weren't they? They tried to take over Mexico at one point too, didn't they? Ambitious, but much like me playing Civ, they try to start taking over territories on a different continent, but eventually they say, fuck it. And that's exactly what I do. It's exactly. The oven half burnt. Is that code? Are we doing code language now? Cool down. Is that something in South America, or is it? Are you in duress? Blink twice if you need us to rescue you. They conquered almost all of Europe. Yeah. They're good at that. Yeah, good old France. They took over like half of Africa. They had their hands in many sinister soups. Now I think of it, yeah, true enough. They got their Cinna on at the Napoleon. They got their Cinnabon at Napoleon. I don't know. I'm making less sense. 19th century Europe. We did a whole Napoleon unit, which ironically was probably not very short at all. Isn't it just apocryphal that Napoleon was a little guy? Wasn't he just like normal sized? Probably someone made it up after the fact. If you want to be a Brazilian, speak Bolacha. What's Bolacha? Is that like some kind of what is it called? Not pigeon. What is it? Creole. God damn, that was the word I was trying to think of. Wah. Oh, any cat. What is this? Oh, it's a gorilla Zatsu. I just gorilla because I have to be up early this week. I decided I would try an early AM just to see if I could. I'm chilling in the sun and I see OkAs. Everyone has such a poetic way of summarizing the experience of encountering an OkAs Zatsu gorilla. Go, 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 gorilla. There's like lyrics. Wow, it's not even Sunday. It's good that you're in the part of the continent that hasn't been ensconced by eternal smokes then, Annie. I'm glad that you're in a clear-aired, fun-filled summer season region and that you're enabled to enjoy the sunlight, the sun-dappled starlight upon your person. Yes, Starman. Yes, I'm here. It is I, the one. My land is covered in the burning smoke of Canada. Yeah. Gotta give it to him. That's a good prank. Pretty good prank, bro. They smoked us out. They smoked them out. It wasn't bad where I was, though, actually. We had one day of it just kind of smelling like a campfire. And honestly, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't find out about the wildfires until like yesterday. And I'm like, I just thought someone was going hog wild burning leaves or something. Like, wow, it smells like campfire everywhere. I hope my house isn't burning down. Oh, well, dum-de-dum-de-dum. And I went about my day. It wasn't until later that I got abreast of the scenario with world events. I'm like, oh, look at that. Looks like half the continent is burning down. Oh, that's cool. Well, just the way it goes. Just the way the cookie crumbles. That's just the way the marshmallow toasts, you know? I think it's their petition in how Southern State is going to win the Stanley Cup. Oh, that explains it. Yeah. Canada's in rebellion. The Stanley Cup. If we can't pee in it, no one can. That's what they're saying. That's what they do with it, right? That's like why it's a cup. That's why they award you a giant cup for winning hockey. Oh. From cradle to grave, from coffee to piss. Yeah. I stay in my area. The worst area quality in the world for a little bit. Wow. I mean, in a way, that's kind of like, it's kind of an honor when you think about it. I was just surprised to see how close to looking like New York my area is. Well, wasn't New York like completely toasty? Didn't it look like how movies depict Mexico, basically? Like completely orange? Yeah, man. At least did it make the sun all cool and red? I saw that too, because I steered into the sunset at one point on my sweet hog, and the sun was like gigantic in the sky and blood red. And I just thought, cool. I didn't really think of it. Again, I didn't put two and two together till after the fact. It was a lot like, you know, the hobbits out in the Neeker-Breaker marshes of Midgewater, and they saw the lightning in the distance, and they didn't realize it was Gandalf fighting the Nazgul, you know? It's kind of like one of those. It's like real-life lore. I witnessed the wildfires and did not know at the time what they were. If the swirly air was just a bit more west, my area would look like that. Yeah. Protected by the Great Lakes. The moon looked trippy and scary. Oh no, that was probably just the dark hour, Annie. You're about to awaken your persona. Yeah, I think you just ended up in Tartarus for a little while. It was an unrelated incident, but I mean, still, it's kind of coincidental. Oh, maybe it was shadows. Maybe that's why. Was it a full moon recently? The full moon recently? Philly had an air index of 444, and the thing tops out at 500. Oh, good. I'm glad you contextualized it with a scale. 444. That's death. That makes sense. That's some bad air, my brother. That's like a slot machine coming up all skulls. Instead of the word bar, it's just the word fuck 3 times. Ding, 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 and a bunch of sea urchins come out instead of coins, you know? Actually, that'd be kind of boss. Maybe a bunch of cactuses. I don't know if it was a scripted skit or not, but one of the DDOIs last night was some guy pulling a big cactus out of the back of his car, a potted one, right? And he's like, well, I can't take care of rubber plants, so I thought I'd try cactus. He instantly drops it and tries to catch it with his bare hand. And then he crumples to the ground in agony. looking at his hand. It's ruined. But I don't know if it was fake, but it was well executed if it was fake, because it looked pretty real. But he's like, you know, just that moment of like realizing you fucked up, of just like, shit, I shouldn't have tried to catch it. I shouldn't have tried to catch the cactus. It's got needles on it. It was pretty funny. Again, it was so perfect though. I'm a little suspicious. I think it might have been a setup, because it's just like, first off, why would you be filming somebody bringing home a cactus from a hardware store? And then it's like, it's a little too I decided I was going to try to raise a cactus. Whoops. And then, you know, grabbing it. Except the only thing is, this man is either an Oscar-worthy actor or it really happened. Because like at that point, he crumbles to the ground and like holds his hand like, ah, like, and it just, that part is very convincing. So I don't know. I just don't know whether to think of it as real or fake. I just don't know. Either way, very funny. Kudos. I'll do what that man never can again and clap my hands together. I'll put my hands together. Because if he puts them together, they're not coming apart ever again. They'll be pierced together. This music is so perfect for for describing this. It's like a eulogy for his hands. It's like Jackass, like sacrifice for comedy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it was a fake cactus. Like maybe there were no needles, right? It was just a cell phone video, so you couldn't tell. Maybe it was just some kind of a green orb or paper mache or something. Like who knows the lengths they went to? But in any case, it was just, you know, the scenario is appreciable. I think it was funny. It was very classic slapstick. He deserves the laugh either way, or the sympathy. I don't know if I should feel bad for him. You gotta go do something. You gotta seize carpe diem. Carpe dies. You gotta do what that guy can't and seize the day. That guy's not gonna do a whole lot of season for a while. It was nice to wake up with OkAs in this morning. Well, I'm glad it was a font of scintillating delights. And maybe stream or clean or make breakfast. Wow, man. Damn, I should make breakfast too at some point. D's nuts, thank you, man. Carpe D's nuts. Yes, we got there. We landed it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Mission accomplished. On the deck of an aircraft carrier wearing a onesie, giving a thumbs up. And the banner behind me says Carpe D's nuts. Wow, man, that's like real. It's like a real meme. It's a real logic. And it makes sense. It makes sense. If you want to be a Portuguese or want to learn our language, speak a sentence. Can the sentence be Carpe D's nuts? Does the D's nuts prank work in Portuguese at all? I'm going to get a poster of that. That'll be that'll be like a now that's an anniversary present. That's high quality painting. A painting of it. If I ever get a coin minted of me, to be on a commemorative, like a Susan B. Anthony style, if I ever run a dollar coin, I want it to see Carpe D's nuts, you know? Just have you and those words. You and those words. Your life philosophy. Perfect. Get it? Hang it up over your toilet. And then think of me every time it makes that perfect flush sound effect. Think of me every time you fire up your Atari Jaguar. They should make an Atari Jaguar emulator and call it Carpe D's nuts. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't need to make sense, dear. It rhymes. Oh my, why did this have to turn? Oh my, it'd be like Orson Welles at the end of his career doing a commercial for toilet flushing. The Champagne region, famed for its perfect toilet flushing sounds, something like that. You know, he's over it. He's over it. I mean, Corona ended up doing commercials, so it's established that VTubers pop up in commercials now. Maybe I could be in a commercial for toilet flushing sound effects. Imagine an OkAs brand toilet flush sound effect commercial coming up on your very own television. What a brave world we would live in. It'd be incredible. You know what though? Maybe I should at least feed myself. Maybe I should proceed on that track too. Damn, man, we've been live over 2 hours. That's incredible. Incredible. I thought maybe I'd go an hour. I thought just dabble. I'm just gonna dabble with some Zatsu, a little bit of Zatsu. And now we're doing like multilingual Zatsu. Privada. Is that privation? I am feeling an extreme sense of privation. At least my tummy is. I'm going to I think I'll remedy that. Oh, damn, I should live up to my great potential and make them pancakes. I have the egg. I have the baking powder. I even have the blue baro. Should I add vanilla to the pancakes? Oh, bravada is toilet. Oh, that makes sense. Like a privy sort of. Privada. Okay, in Portuguese. Before I end, let's do one last fun-filled activity on this very productive Zatsu. In Portuguese, what would the line be for toilet flushing sound effects? What would you call it? Annie cakes. That's an adorable way to call it. Oh my god. What goes into Annie cakes? What makes them Annie cakes? And you have the best ingredient of all. OkAs. OkAs can't be an ingredient. That would be terrifying. Though if I had to go down, I would go down as a pancake. Facts about toilets. Toilet sound effects about facts about toilets going on. Kermit, what's going on? Are you helping my SEO? Oh my god, I should change the description of the... I'm gonna copy paste that and put it in the description. I hope YouTube doesn't think there's something weird. Here we go. It's in the description of the chat now. Facts about toilets. Cinnamon and nutmeg. Ooh. Oh, biatchin. I should check if I have cinnamon. That's a good ass idea. Nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla. Should I? Dare I go so far as to make the ultimate pancake? What if I don't come back from it alive? What if I can never come back from this event horizon? I do not make great Annie cakes. It's a humbling statement. It's a humble statement. It's acknowledging none of us can make true Annie cakes. See, have a good day, Starmain. Thanks so much for dropping by. I'll proceed as well imminently. It's yummy. I see what you're saying. I die. I thought you were maybe saying I die, thank you forever. I think it was one of those, but I got it. I'm starting to wake up. I'm starting to get with the program. It's been 2 hours of Zatsu is enough to bring anyone into the world of high energy, highfalutin, typing in the sun. Like a raisin in the sun. Becoming more flavorful by the moment. Remember Critter Picks and pineapple news. Why? Oh, it's a smiley face. I thought it was okay. Look, because the parenthesis comes after the colon of the chat part, so it looked like a distended frowny face, like a long face. But then I saw that the whole chat message was a smiley. I get it now. It all makes sense. It's adding up. I put it all together. Last second, figured it out. I do vanilla when I have it. Ooh. I'll check. Okay, I'm feeling determined. I'm filled with determination and confidence. I'm going to investigate this exact line of... Okay. It's pancake time. They won't be any cakes. There's no way to replicate that magic. But I might be able to make a vague approximation, like a dog wearing business shoes and a suit, and ambling on 2 legs towards a mailbox. You know what I mean? That's what this will be like, but it will work out. That's the plan. I'll aim for it. Aim for the stars, and at least you'll crash on a mountain and feast upon your fellow soccer team. It's like, and a soccer player might taste almost as good as an Annie cake. If you don't, at least if nothing else, you'll have a story to tell for the rest of your life, however long that ends up being. Well, with that image of cannibalism freshly implanted in everyone's minds, I'll bring this I'll bring this incredible Zatsu to a rousing finish and go and see me to my breakfast quest now that it's 11:30 in the morning. Yay! Thanks everyone for dropping by. What a turnout indeed it ended up being. I'm glad you guys too. And yeah, we got, if nothing else, we found out about the neologistic term of Annie cakes. It's magic. Itadakimasu, motherfucker. Indeed. Have a great, yes, well, I'm not used to saying that. Have a great day. It's so unusual to end a stream and not have everyone going off to bed. Everyone's just getting their day started. Wild. Okay. For the first wah of the day, okay? Wah! Bye-bye.